Good afternoon, everyone. This is Boomer Girl walking from Vancouver. We're right at Granville Street and Robson Street. I hope everybody is doing well. It is a beautiful Boxing Day. The skies are clear. No snow today. David and I spent a wonderful Christmas day with members of my family. There were, I think, 12 of us in total sitting down for dinner. Yesterday, we were in, we were in North Van yesterday. So we, to get from our hotel to North Van, it didn't take long actually. We went over the Lionsgate Bridge. And it was a wonderful day, and it was snowing for the majority of the day yesterday, and the snow stayed on the trees. There was no melting, no raining. It was a beautiful day, and today it's another beautiful day. So the plan was to do a walk while in Vancouver. And I hope to walk down to the water, and then I would do another video walking along the water and show you a little bit of the beach. And David and I are staying at the Sylvia Hotel. When we do come to Vancouver, that's where we stay, and it's a very, very old hotel. I think it was built in 1912, if I'm correct. And everything is pretty old about it. The doors are old, but there's just so much charm. We, because we're here for a week, we have a room with a little kitchenette. So we have a little bit of the convenience of having or having the opportunity to make our coffee in the morning. Mind you, David's been going out and getting Tim's, which I've been very grateful for. It's been delish. We had a fairly uneventful flight here. It was about 5 hours, but we sat on the tarmac for about an hour, I think. Because apparently there was a maintenance problem, so we sat on the plane for about an hour before we took off. But it was an uneventful flight, which is what we always hope for. And David also has members of his family living in Vancouver, so it was great. Seeing all kinds of family members. It's so nice coming to this beautiful city. And we looked at the weather in Toronto, and there's no snow. And Vancouver's, there is snow, and they're not really that used to having snow on Christmas Day, that's for sure. So it was very welcoming to the Vancouverites that we spoke to, members of our family. So I went to a fairly popular shopping mall here in the city, and I thought maybe to record there, but it was jam-packed. And it was just way too busy. But it's always nice to film on the street, at least for me. I forgot to, I wanted to go for walks, so, I take the least traveled road instead of buying what I needed at the local drugstore. I thought, why not come out to Pacific Mall and pick up my product out here and see all the activity that's going on. And yeah, it's busy here. There's a lot of Boxing Day shoppers out and about. Yeah, that mall was crazy busy. Like, I think probably most malls normally are on Boxing Day. I remember I think 4 years ago, my niece came and spent Christmas with us, and her and I had planned to, and we actually did do a Boxing Day sale in the Eaton Center. And it was a madhouse in the Eaton Center on Boxing Day. This was, I think, about 4 years ago. It was a sea of people. Yeah. Yeah, for me, Boxing Day shopping is better left to those who really enjoy being around tons of people, shoulder to shoulder. Yeah, so I got out of there pretty quick. There's just too much activity. There's a pretty big Santa up here I want to show you. Way up. Oh, that might be too far up. So we went to my family's home yesterday for about 10:30. We had brunch, and we were spoiled. And the cooks in that household are amazingly fabulous. So there was a lot of food for brunch, and then of course we had turkey dinner, and there was lamb as well. There was just a lot of food. A lot of food. So when David and I left last night, we were overflowing, overconsumed. Lots of food. You know, when you're not used to eating like that, you really feel it when you do. But everything was so yummy that, you know, you can't tell yourself no. You just have to enjoy it and then deal with the consequences. And there were 4 little kids, all under the age of 7, from a year to 7 years. So you can imagine how busy that household was yesterday. The kids were thrilled with all their toys, playing with each other. It was just so much fun. And midday, the adults, or at least the older adults, went for just a bit of a rest, while the parents of the younger children and the children built snowmen outside and played outside. That was another part of our Christmas day. So very fun. And tomorrow, that same group, those 12 folks and us, David and I, are going to Whistler. And David is going to go skiing, and we're going to spend the night in Whistler. The rest of the folks are going to come back to Vancouver. I'm turning down Drake Street now. I do need to get to the water, so I need to walk a bit west, and then I need to go south. Yeah, so a bit of skiing in Whistler. So we're spending the day tomorrow with my family. They're going back before the end of the day, and then we're spending the night in Whistler. David's going skiing. And I hope to record while he is skiing, not him skiing, but record Whistler. I'm hoping to. It's supposed to be minus 16 tomorrow in Whistler. But I should be able to get out at least for a little while. Minus 16 is kind of cold. Okay. There's a bridge up ahead. I know not to cross that bridge. It was so nice out when I woke up this morning, and I saw how beautiful blue the skies were. Immediately checked what the weather was going to be like today, and no snow. So that just makes it that much better to record and to walk. So David and I cheated a bit with regard to Christmas presents. We, of course, buy for each other. And so we opened our presents before we left for Vancouver, simply for the purpose of not having to pack presents in the suitcases, just for the weight component. We wanted to stay within the weight requirements. So that's what we did. We opened up, we left on the 24th? No, the 23rd. Now, I'm gonna head down this way. What street are we on here? This is Hornby Street, okay. Hopefully I should be able to hit the water. Yeah, we left on the 23rd. So we opened up our presents then on the 22nd, yeah. I like that, actually. Like that. I feel like a kid at Christmas time. I just get very excited. Always have. And just a little story, when my older brother and I were kids, so I would have been 7, he would have been 10. My younger brother was like a baby, so he didn't participate in this, but what my older brother and I used to do would, the night before, like on Christmas Eve, we were so excited for Christmas, we would, I don't know, for some reason, play this kind of little game that when Christmas morning comes, I'm supposed to run to his room and get him up, and then is to get him up so that we could go to the tree and see what Santa brought us. But it was supposed to be that I go try and get him up, he wakes up, but then he pretends to fall asleep again, and I'm supposed to go back and wake him up. Like, I don't quite get why we did that, but we did that, so that I would go back and wake him up and say, hey, we have to go open up our Christmas presents. Yeah, that's kind of, when you think about it now, it's kind of lame, but I don't know. That's why we did that. Let me just see. Yeah, I think the water is, yeah, I think I'm heading in the right direction. Hopefully gonna hit the water. And what else? Yeah, so we used to do that. And, you know, we would open up our Christmas presents. Some of the presents wouldn't be wrapped, they'd be set up. So I remember my brother had like a farm set, and so my mom would set it all up underneath the tree. So when we walked into the living room where the Christmas tree was, you know, there's this big display, and I remember I had this, like a chalkboard and a toy piano, like a toy piano, not, you could never take lessons on it or anything. It was really a toy piano. I remember that, and the chalkboard, so everything would be on display, and kids, like what it did for us, like we were just over the moon, overwhelmed. And then there would be this big like a Christmas sock, and filled with candy and caramels and chocolate, like this big huge sock, for each of us. And of course my younger brother wasn't included in that because he was a baby. I just remember my older brother and I just being in our absolute glory. Yeah, as kids, we had the best time at Christmas. I've always had a good Christmas. Make sure that all Christmases are good. It was not difficult. Very grateful. And when I used to live in Calgary before I moved to Toronto, I used to go with my girlfriends. We would go to Christmas Mass, like midnight Mass. I couldn't do that today if you paid me. I'd be like I'm asleep at 10 o'clock on Christmas Day, for sure, by 10 o'clock, because I always, you know, eat too much. But actually, yeah, so we never went to like Christmas Mass on Christmas. We would go to midnight Mass on the 24th. That's how it worked. I cannot remember the last time I was at Mass. Yeah, that was a long time ago. I am a delinquent Catholic. Okay, I see water, folks. I see water. Oh, there's some nice condos here. So the views these folks have, like, that's probably one of the nicest views, to be living in a spot where you're overlooking the water. Yeah, so back in Calgary days, I remember the 24th was spent visiting friends and friends' parents and doing all that kind of thing, and then going to midnight Mass. Then the next day we stayed home. Went to our parents' house, spent the day there. Oh, these are nice condos. Nice, nice, nice. Now there's a sign that said ferries. Let's see where this goes. I want to be able to walk along the waterway. Oh, it's a perfect day for a walk. It's not too breezy. It's not too cold. I am well dressed though. Because you do need to be, especially down by the water. Ooh, look at how nice. Oh, look at how nice. Now, you're not going to be able to see this, I don't think, where the camera is angling. There's signage that says Granville Island Public Market. So I guess that's Granville Island. I don't know Vancouver, folks. I mean, I barely know Toronto, so, and I've lived there for 32 years, so let's manage expectations here. Oh, I wish I had zoom. Man, oh man, you can see in the distance the mountains and you can see houses. And that is, I think, is that West Vancouver? I think that's West Vancouver, and that's like a very bougie neighborhood, British properties. There's a community there called, I think it's like our Forest Hill, or, you know, like our Rosedale Forest Hill, where all the high-end homes are. Isn't this beautiful? Oh, it's so beautiful. Reminds me a little bit of Harbourfront. Do you guys get that vibe? A little bit of a Harbourfront feel here. So it says here, there's a sign here, seawall, use Beach Avenue. So I'm gonna have, so Beach Avenue, I think might be right up here. Might be a street just north of where we are. But I wanna walk a little bit more. Now I read something that the seawall was shut because of upgrades or repairs or something. So we'll see how far I can go. Yeah, it says seawall use Beach Avenue. Let me just see. This is Beach Avenue. So there's a bridge right above us. Yeah, I think what I need to do, folks, is I think I need to get back on the street. I wonder why. To get to the seawall, I have to go to Beach Avenue versus walking along here. Anyhow, I'm going to try this for a little bit more because this is much prettier. Listen to the caw of those crows. And they are big birds. Black and beautiful. Okay. So here's where one of the ferry docks are. Oh, there's kids tobogganing. This is English Bay. Oh, look at the tobogganers. And then I'm going to, I want to get down to the beach. So I will get to a better spot where I can actually walk along the beach. Oh, here's a map. Let's see where we are. Okay, it says you are here. And we're staying... Where are we staying? Can I see it from here? Huh. Yeah, we're staying here, like on Davie Street. I think that's where the Sylvia is, right there. Anyhow, I'll show you the outside of the hotel when I get there, too. Let's watch these little ones sliding down the hill on their toboggans. Or snow carpets, I guess they're called snow carpets. Yeah, Mom and Dad are dragging up the toboggans. In that case, I don't know if the camera will pick it up. So Dad is dragging up the toboggan with the kid inside. Wow, lucky break, little guy. Fun, fun, fun. Oh, I got smacked with that toboggan. Oh. I think there's a kid coming down, I think, with Dad. Oh, there's a kid coming down by herself. What a good time. Fun. Oh, fun. That's a lot of fun. Remember those days? And what a great time. Never feeling cold. Just loved tobogganing. Okay, folks, I'm going to conclude this part of the video. There is more to come from Vancouver. This is Boomer Girl Walking, signing off.